Hey, what's up? Come down here to the creek to make an intro, but it is just so beautiful down here. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's all the way around. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Hi, my name's Scott. I am the owner and operator of HillBilly RailRoad. If you are new to my channel, how rude. If you are new to my channel, hit that like button and subscribe button and leave me a comment on what you think of my videos. Doing new scratch builds. Boy, how rude. New scratch builds. That's my dog. Just I'm starting a new layout. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get into it by September of this year. I am going to model the ear between 75 and 85. That's a 10-year span of when B&O, B&O, Chessie, and CSX all went to one. And CSX won. In 81 or 83, I think. But I found out a lot of interesting things. Background and checking what I want to do with the air, you know what I'm saying? That way I know what I'm doing. Or at least look like what I'm doing. But stick around, enjoy the videos, and like I said, give thumbs up, thumbs down. I am having a 300 subscriber giveaway. I think I'm like at 237, 238, somewhere through there. So check out the videos. I posted pictures of what they were. But from my house to your house, may the creek don't rise. Later, y'all. Hey, up here. What are you doing? Hey, welcome to HillBilly RailRoad. My name is Scott. I will be your host for this evening, or this afternoon, or morning time, or whatever. Grab you a cup of coffee or cold pop and continue on with this build of part 3 of turning a building into a 6-stall. Yeah, well, you'll see over here. Okay, now to recap what I have done. I put the walls on. Okay. I did all the bracing that goes up through here for the ceiling. I braced my walls. It's pretty stout. I did get my door in, like you seen in part 2. I need to raise that just a tad. How's that? Is that better? Okay. Now, in my live feed, when I first started this, um, this was a building that come out roughly to here. Okay. That's how big the building was originally. Okay. Everything. And it was a pretty good sized building. But I've already got a diesel mechanics house, or warehouse, that y'all seen me put together. I didn't want to waste this model. My wife got this, like I said, in part 2, where I got it. But what I excuse me, I did get the back wall done. Oops, sorry, that's top. I did get the back wall done. This will sit very nicely on the inside, like so. Okay. Now, on the inside of the dock area, you see these 2 lines? That is where this dock will go. I made. I know I should have made it on camera, but when you get going on something, it's, you all know what I'm saying. But this is going to mount to here, and we'll take it from there. I did go through my scrap and find exactly 3 feet steps that I'm going to be using on this as it progresses on. But let me get this glued up, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, now that we have this glued on, okay, we're going to the next step, which is everybody grab a fishing pole and meet me at the lake. I apologize, I gotta turn my mic off, or mute my TV. I'm watching Jack's stream right now, as far, you know, his live layout stream. I'm just goofing off right now. I don't know if this camera will pick it up or not, but let's try it. Oh, that camera don't work. Sorry. But, yeah, I watched, Boomers. His update. Man, he got a massive building going on. Massive build. Gonna look gorgeous when he's done, though. It's a pier. I'm not sure where it's at. Okay, that's better. I was freaking out there a little bit. It's just barely in camera. But that little gap right there is what I was worried about. This is an 8-foot dock. Let me see if I can spin this around. 8-foot dock. I got these, where did they just, I've got these steps, like I said, okay, and where these two buildings joined together originally, where because this was front and back, where they joined, I left them, I didn't cut it, I just joined them. Well, that gives me enough room to, boy, put them steps right there, and slide it back a little bit, not much, too much. And then that way the steps, you have a walkway up onto the dock. You know what I'm saying? Every dock has a step. Stairs, sorry. Being it down at this end or down at this end. But now, the next step, I'm not sure. I don't know. I know one thing I am going to do. I don't know if it'll all fit, but I will try it because I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to join the two buildings together as far as one. That window right there, okay, is a little bit below that window the dock is. But I'm going to think about cutting that window out. That way the dock workers have some way of going. Oh, excuse me. From that building. Woo. Come on, fingers. To that building. And then coming in here and mark it out on that side and cut a hole in this. That way the dock workers can come into here and have a dock to where they can unload and load boxcars and semi-trailers. But that's going to be the building layout right there as far as what I'm going for. Now these top windows here I will fill in because they do they just don't look right. I'll fill that in and primer it all up. I want to work on this back wall. Oh, let's set this out of the way. That building's got more miles on it than most cars. I want to work on this back wall a little bit because of once I get this all assembled, it's going to be hard to do this wall. But I want to detail this wall and I don't know if I got enough of these panels or not to lay. Here, it'll give it that corrugated look. That one fit right in there. That was sweet. Trim them edges off. Huh. Well, look at that there. Huh. That might work. Because it, that's that corrugated. There you go. siding off of pipe stuff. Okay, enough rambling. I don't want to take up too much, but do that and then I want to graffiti this and all that and everything. Let me take this out and primer it, get it all primered one coat, and we'll take it from there. Hey, hey, up here in the trees in the sawdust. Hey, over here. Hey, there you are. Hey, welcome to HillBilly RailRoad. It's been a couple days. This is Sunday. The wife went out of town with her friends, so I played hooky. If you haven't, let me catch you up on the building that we're doing. It is a 3-stall engine facility. 3D printed. I turned it into a 6-bay loading dock. Let me switch cameras and I'll show you what we're talking about. Sorry, I got my scanner on. Let me shut that off. There we go. Okay, in the last video, this was all smooth, no texture. What I have done is took the 177s, I think that's what it was called, 175s. I lined the top, and then I put a 6x6 HO scale 6x6 underneath it. And then I did the same thing here. This is a 2x4 HO scale, and I went all the way across. And I just, for decorations, I went up, and I went all the way around to this side, because this is going to be the entrance side, and it's got to look decent. It gave it some kind of a dental work, you know what I'm saying? Don't look bad, as Wilma would say, not bad. I went and masked all this off, all the gray. The flat right here, I taped that all off, all these pillars taped off, and shot it with the main building color that's going to be with it, that this goes over here. I'm going to paint this a it's called a dolphin gray. Even though it's gloss, by the time we weather it down, it won't be shiny. That as far as I've gotten on this. All the bracing is in for the roof. Let me bring over the back wall with the dock. I've been watching this gentleman. His name is well, his channel is Because It Was Made That Way. He made it look easy, and he took me out of my comfort zone, and I tried a little bit of graffiti. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Rock and roll, love not war, and then, you know, of course, HBRR, HillBilly RailRoad. And these 3 little pylons that you see right here, I can use my one that broke. The wires broke off of my light. And that really sucked. Because I did it right after I did these 3. But I do have 2, so I can put 2 in. I am going to mount these into the hole like that. Okay, I'll paint this a gray. I might be even paint it green, color of the light. But on the back, the only thing that's going to be coming out is the wires out of them holes that you see. Let me remove that light. Okay, see the hole right there? So on the back half, when it's sitting, because the building's going to be like the yay, it'll come off of this and come out and over. You'll be able to see the back half of this. There'll be trash cans and garbage and all that stuff. But instead of seeing wires or seeing a big old nasty post coming out, it's going to look like downspout drains for the back of the building. I did paint this a little bit. You really can't see because my lighting sucks. This is a pewter gray. That's black. And that's white. I took the roof and had my son pick me up some sandpaper, and I did the roof sandpaper wise, and I was a little shy on this piece here, as you can see. But once it's all together and I get the vents the vents put in it, the weathering on it, you'll never see that roll, and it just sits in here. It's as pretty as you please, like so. That's what it will look like from the beginning, from the front. I'm afraid to turn it anymore, I'll drop it. But let me entertain you. Let me get these lights mounted. And I have a computer power supply that I have hooked up for this desk only to test my lights. Let me get this hooked up and set up, and hopefully the next part 4 we'll detail the roof, we'll put it together, detail the roof, show the lights off, and see what we have accomplished. I wanted to make this kind of short and sweet because I still got a lot of work to do on the other building yeah, there you go. I'll be not back, but don't forget to subscribe, like. But when I get back on part 4, it'll probably be the last series on this building. This is my second scratch build. Well, no, this is kit bashing more or less. The garage was my first scratch build. You all have took me out of my comfort zone as far as just building buildings, you know what I'm saying, just buying them and building them. I want to thank all my new subscribers and my subscribers that's been with me since day one. I think I'm up to 237 subscribers. Hey, 300's coming, don't forget. Hard for a fat man to bend over. The Union crane, we'll go this way. Okay, in scale. And then for HO scale, we've got the Medusa Cement Factory. That way, I need to hurry up and get to 300 to get them out of here, because if not, I'm going to start putting them together. Especially that cement factory. Let me get that out of my face. But I did a little bit. I don't know if you watched the Sunday brunch show that Go Home or Go Home put on today. I did a little bit. That's when I did all the dental work on this. The camera shows up better. But that used to be a 3-stall engine facility. 3D printed. Nothing fancy. I think it was 13, 14 bucks. The wife picked it up. But y'all took me out of my comfort zone, and I appreciate that tremendously. But I'm gonna back out of here and get this all put together. That way I can get it uploaded to y'all. From my house to your house, may God be with you and be safe. Y'all have a good evening, or a good day, good morning, whenever you see this.